Good afternoon, everybody. It's a little later in the day than I normally get on here, but here I am. It was one of those Wednesdays where, yeah, I have no excuses really. And I'm just looking at my hair. It's a little funky, but we'll just roll with it. Anyhow, today what I wanted to share with you was a little bit about this lovely guy here, Valor. And Valor is one of my favorite oils that I use from Young Living. Other companies do have a similar blend. I know doTERRA has one, and I believe it's called Balance. And I'm sure some of the others like Rocky Mountain have it too. It is a blend, pardon me, I can't see without my glasses on. It's a blend of black spruce, camphor wood oil, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. So it's a blue oil. The blue tansy gives it a lovely blue color. I love the smell of it. It's an earthy smell, and there's also something really clean and fresh about it. So sometimes I'll just diffuse it. This is not something that you can ingest, okay? So this is, it smells nice, but it's not the kind of smell that I would want to consume anyhow. But this has not been approved for internal use, so I just wanted to share that with you because a lot of the oils are, but this one is not. One of my favorite uses for this, there's two things that it's really, really good for. The first is as a grounding oil. And I use it as that almost every single morning. I like that it's got the frankincense in it, so that's really good for grounding too. And it's got that spruce oil in it, so any tree oil is going to be good for grounding you. And it's just so pretty and smells so good. I just love putting it on in the morning. So last week we had talked about the chakra systems and the root chakra, which is the base. That's kind of our survival. That's our need for a roof over our head, food on our table, love, all that good stuff. So this is a great oil if you feel that you've had some really big life-changing event, like maybe the loss of somebody or the end of a relationship or a huge change in maybe your career or an unexpected move of homes or something like that. So this little guy is going to really help support your root chakra and just keep you connected. The other thing that this guy is really good at is it's called the chiropractic in a bottle. And I have a client who used to buy oils from me, and her husband was a chiropractor. So I asked him about this, why was it referred to as chiropractic in a bottle? And being a chiropractor, what was his thoughts on it? And he was a bit proponent of the oils. And his understanding of the way that this oil worked was that it actually would somehow allow the space between the vertebrae and the spine to expand and just create a little space there. And when we open up the space between our vertebrae, then that allows them to have space to realign and all of that good stuff. So in the raindrop technique that I offer with my clients, this is actually the very first oil that we will use. And that first part of the process, I'm holding the client's feet. I just put my hands up against their feet with this Valor essential oil for the first, 3 to 5 minutes, depending. And as I'm doing that and just holding their feet, I will be able to feel like it's almost like their feet are moving, and they're physically not moving, but I can feel the energy, the energetics moving in their body, and I can feel a realignment energetically of their energy systems in the body, which is really kind of cool. So one of the things I like to do with people that come for a raindrop, because I know how this oil works, is I have them stand up against the door and I mark on a piece of tape what their height is. And then afterwards, after the session, I remeasure them. And 99 times out of 100, people have grown. Of course, they haven't actually grown. They've just expanded their space between their vertebrae, and they will have, an extra 1/4 inch, and they will feel taller, straighter, more aligned. So it works amazingly on the physical level. And then it also works on it helps align us emotionally too, especially if we feel that, what's happening in our emotions is out of line with our body, or what's happening in our body is out of line with everything else. And if we just feel kind of disorientated, like sometimes you might feel that if you just come back from vacation and you're back at work, but your mind is still on vacation, or vice versa, you're on vacation and your mind is still at work. So doing something like this, adding some of that oil with the intention of aligning yourself that way, can do that too. So that's kind of my favorite ways that I use it. I typically apply it right to the bottom of my feet. You can also put it on the spine, actually, if you have any back issues. I will do that when my husband has some back issues. I will do that. So generally speaking, topically, I generally don't dilute this. However, if you've never used it before, it's always good to do that, especially on the spine. And just dilute it with some coconut oil or carrier oil that you have, or olive oil from your kitchen, and just put a drop or two in a little bit of the oil and a teaspoon of the oil or whatever, and use it that way. You can also put it around your ankles. Let's say you're at work and you're going about your day and you can't really take off shoes and socks in the middle of your work day to put this on the bottom of your feet. You can just put it around your ankles, so that works really well as well. And if you're wanting to support alignment of your spine, you can also put it on the spine of your foot at night, just along the inside, like the big toe edge of your foot, because there's reflexology points on there that correspond with with the actual physical spine in the body. So you can apply it there. This is just simply like one of my favorite oils. It used to come in the Everyday Essential Oils starter kit. I'm not certain that it does anymore. I'm going to have to verify that. I know it is part of the Raindrop kit, and I hope it's still part of the Everyday kit, because it is an oil that we can all get a lot of use out of. So anyhow, that's my few minutes for today. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I have a lot of information up here that I don't always think to share. There's also great resources, obviously, on Young Living's website, and some other places. So feel free to use that as well. Anyhow, happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to sign off. My children are due home, so don't want to have them thundering in and having to field their questions as I'm finishing this up. All right, have a wonderful evening and a wonderful Valentine's Day. Talk to you soon. Bye.